my gosh, guys, it's finally time. Daredevil Born Again. It's been a long journey. I'm so excited to watch this, actually. Ah!
Thank you for finding the time.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
Is Fisk the mayor now? This was alluded to in Echo, and also, obviously, the comics.
Time has passed.
What's happened?
By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
A mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature.
Hey!
The power it has over us.
March
The
4th.
city can't go unchecked.
Ooh.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And
Oh!
chaos must reign.
Muse!
Am I putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised
Oh!
to believe in retribution.
Very interesting. I want to go back and see this lady. This lady in here. Oh no, that is Vanessa. Okay, just checking. Just checking. That is Vanessa, right? I think that's the same actress. But I'm more interested in, yeah, this lady. So we see him with Karen. So is this who I think it is? Is what I want to know. I feel like I should actually know this because I feel like they already announced it. But let me see. I'm thinking of Kirsten MacDuffie, I think. I think that's who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Kirsten MacDuffie. It is Kirsten MacDuffie, isn't it? That's who I'm thinking of. They almost get engaged. I'm way too excited. I knew way too much. Although I had to look up the list. I know way too much about Daredevil love interests and each of them and just what they've meant to Matt and what their relationships have been like. So if this is who I think it is, did they say it was gonna be Kirsten? There isn't much information about Mary Walker being born again, but here's some information about Mary Edwards Walker. This is what AI is guessing I'm looking for. Mary Edwards Walker. That is not what I'm looking for. I would have guessed Kirsten MacDuffie, or I would have guessed maybe Typhoid Mary, maybe Mary Walker, but I don't know. The fact that they aren't giving her a name makes me think it's Typhoid Mary, because wouldn't that be a good twist, you know? You wouldn't expect it. And also, we always have to have two villains in every project. I was talking about this the other day. And, well, we do have Muse, and we do actually have... Wait a minute now. We already do have at least two villains, so never mind. Never mind. But I don't know. I feel like Mary could be interesting. Heather Glenn is possible. I guess that's what a lot of people are guessing who it is. But I just really like Kirsten MacDuffie. They're all kind of from different times, and it's interesting because we have Muse in here, and Muse is also from a different time, also from Charles Soule's run. And Muse is horrifying, so I'm very excited to see Muse being used in this. I feel like that's going to be really trippy and really cool. And it looks like we're already going through the place where he maybe had the people hanging on the ceiling. I won't say too much. I don't want to spoil it for people. Can I talk about this story? Can I talk about Muse? Maybe I should save that for a Muse-focused video. Should I save it for that? But it definitely looks like they're already referring to some plots in the comics that we've had with Muse. Although it's interesting because when Muse was around, there was also some stuff happening with the Inhumans in Muse. So I'm wondering, I mean, there probably won't be Inhumans in this, right? Probably not Inhumans, because that would be crazy, right? If we had Inhumans in this? Inhumans? But also everyone does love Black Bolt, so I'm just saying Marvel might be taking note of that and might be thinking maybe we bring some Inhumans into the MCU. I think it would be really cool, but also we already got a lot on our plate with trying to bring mutants into the MCU, hopefully within the next few years. So there's also that. I don't know. I mean, what do we see of this woman? Everybody is just talking about her being in it, and like Margarita Levieva in this Reddit post that I'm looking at right now, and everyone is just talking about Matt Murdock being a guy that just gets around, which honestly, he does. He's had a lot of romantic interests over the years, and I will also say he's a dangerous man to date. A lot of people end up messed up that date Matt. So whoever it is that Margarita Levieva is playing, I hope that she is prepared to possibly be messed up, because, you know, it doesn't usually go well. That's interesting. Anyways, there's a lot to be excited about in here. The action also looks amazing. It looks brutal. The fact that we have Bernthal back as, you know, as the Punisher, I feel like that's very exciting. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm very interested. I also like this idea thematically of what they're examining in this trailer. The idea of, you know, having to confront sort of the violent nature of yourself. And I feel like that is something that's really interesting with Daredevil, because there is a lot of that, especially when we talk about the Netflix show and the way that he's portrayed. But also, I mean, just in general, like Daredevil is a character that just like messes people up, you know? And I feel like him having to come to terms with that will be interesting. And seeing how that's handled in the show will be interesting. Yeah, so I'm very excited for this, and I'm very intrigued and want to learn more, especially who is Margarita playing? Who is Margarita playing? I need to know. I hate that I have to wait. Anyways, I'll do a video here on my channel, probably soon, about Muse for you guys, so we can talk a little bit more about that, because I don't want to spoil anything for those of you that are watching this and, you know, maybe want to experience firsthand that story if you haven't read it before. But I'll do a follow-up video where I talk about Muse and then give you the information on it, and then give you, you know, where you can find out more about that if you do want to go back and read that story. He's a very interesting character, especially in the way that he interacts with Daredevil's powers, which I think is going to be really, really cool to see in this show if they play with that, and I hope they do. Goodness, I hope they do. Maybe we'll also do a love interest Daredevil video, and we can try to just, you know, throw out our theories on who Margarita could be playing. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she's playing Heather Glenn like everyone's saying? Do you think it could be Kirsten MacDuffie? Do you think, I don't know, maybe it's Typhoid Mary, maybe it's Mary Walker? That would be really crazy, and I think could be really cool. So let me know your thoughts on this trailer. Let me know your thoughts on kind of what's in here and just how excited you are for it. Are you excited for Mayor Fisk to be a thing? I'm excited to know how that campaign went, honestly, and how Fisk is dealing with all of the trauma that was stirred up by his fight with Echo. Are we going to talk about Echo at all? Will Echo appear in this? I don't know. I would like to see Echo more, but I also feel like Echo was a show that had some good ideas, but it just ultimately didn't fully like come together, and the ending was disappointing for me. So yeah, we'll see. March, that's so soon. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, Daredevil's coming back. Now all we need is my girl Jessica Jones back. Bring her back. Come on, Marvel. Come on, Disney. Help me out. All right. I've talked way too much. I'm just excited. I'm too excited. I'll see you next time. And until then, friends, stay nerdy. Bye. And also, if you want to hear my thoughts on Echo, check it out, because we talked about it. And, you know, it could lead into this. I don't know.